A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to the world of chemistry. Let's start with the positive mindset. It is the thought that I'm going to dedicate today one of my champ, one of my student who has brought laurel and accolades result for the school, and she is Miss Leila Khan, our star performer, who got 5th position in HP board matriculation merit. Congratulations to Leila Khan. She scored 687 score out of 700, in which she scored 100 upon 100 in science, 100 upon 100 in SST. So congratulations to Leila Khan, and congratulate to all the students, all the 51 students of DAV Public School Manali, whose has brought tremendously excellent result for the school, outstanding result for the school with 100%. So thanks a lot to everyone, and we on the behalf of whole DAV family, I would like to congratulate you all. Okay, so Leila Khan, this is for you. The harder you work, this is the message from Leila Khan to everyone. The harder you work for something, the greater you will feel when you achieve it. Yes, it's true. It is yesterday when I was taking Leila Khan's interview. So it was she was telling like this way she has done to get this position. She has done lots of hard work, lots of work, and most important, she was very much fair and loyal with the instruction that is time to time that her teacher is giving, that instruction which we were giving, the guidance that we were giving. So please, dear student, take this message from her and inculcate and try to follow this in your life also. Your teachers, they always going to guide you, they always telling you about the things that is going to be give in future benefit to you. So it is her hard work that today she achieved a very great result, a great success. So once again, on the behalf of whole DAV family, on the behalf of our worthy principal Leila Khan, you are our star performer. Congratulations to you. Hope so. Hello, very good afternoon to each one of you. Hope so you are fine and taking due care of yourself. Dear students, welcome to digital classes समय 10 से 12 वाला हर घर बने पाठशाला. This is your chemistry subject and I am your chemistry teacher. So before going to start our today's topic, let me tell you, dear students, what is most important information for you, that now from today, every Thursday, Friday and Saturday, it would be your chemistry period, and every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it would be your biology period. Okay, so today we are going to start our unit 2, chapter 2, as we have already done one chapter in the month of April. So hope so you understood that chapter and you enjoyed everything. Okay, so let's start chapter 2. So before going to start chapter 2, let me recapitulate whatever we did in chemistry. So total we have 5 chapters in chemistry, in which first chapter, that is chemical reaction and equation, we have already done. So from this chapter, the whatever topic we did, that I'm going to recapitulate just 2 minutes, then after that I'm going for next chapter. Okay, so dear students, I hope you remember that we have done the chapter named chemical reaction and equation, in which first we did characteristics of chemical reaction. So basically there are 5 characteristics of chemical reaction. Number 1, it is change in temperature, it is change in state, it is evaluation of gas, it is formation of precipitate, and it is change in color. When any reaction, anything, any changes that occur in our surrounding, and if any of these 5, any one of any characteristic is going to be appear, then we can say these are the characteristics of chemical reaction. Second, reaction on the basis of heat changes. So reaction on the basis of heat changes, there are 2 types of reaction. One is exothermic, second is endothermic. Exothermic, exo mean external, so it means that this is the reaction in which heat is evolved, and whereas endothermic, it is the reaction in which heat is absorbed. So these are the 2 different type of reaction. Okay, then we did in this chapter basically different types of chemical reaction, in which basic 5 different type of chemical reaction are there. Combination reaction, in which 2 or more reactant combine together and form a single product. Decomposition reaction, which a reaction in which single reactant break down into 2 or more simpler product. Displacement reaction, it is a reaction in which more reacting element displace the less reactive element and form a compound. And double displacement reaction, in which a reaction in which 2 compounds react by an exchange of ion to form new compound. Then last is redox reaction, a reaction in which both oxidation and reduction occur. Okay, in which redox reaction is most important. We did in detail about the redox reaction and general example in our daily life related to redox reaction. Okay, for example, oxidation reaction in daily life, it is occurring corrosion. Corrosion is example of oxidation reduction, and rancidity is example of corrosion and oxidation and reduction. Okay, so this was the most important topics of chapter 1 that we have finished last month. Now we are going to start our chapter number 2, that is acid, base and salt. This is the name of chapter, and today we are going to introduce the chapter 2 with the help of a flow chart. With the help of this flow chart, I am going to tell you all the topic that is coming in this chapter and how we will study this chapter. Okay, so let's start first with the introduction of chapter name. So name of the chapter is acid, base and salt. So chapter is giving the information about three things, that is one acid, second base, third is salt. So let's understand what is acid. Generally in our daily life we know that so many things that we are eating that is sour in taste, and so many things are there which we are eating having bitter taste. So dear students, let me tell you, those all substance which is sour in taste, these are basically containing some acid, and all those substance which is bitter in taste, like medicine are always bitter. Okay, and fruits, you can say citrus fruits like lemon, like orange, these are always bitter in taste, always sour in taste. So this is because of some acid and base that is present inside this. So as you know that in chemistry lab also we are dealing with so many chemicals, we have so many salts, we have so many solutions. These solutions containing acid and basic. So before going to study anything in chemistry, we should have proper knowledge about acid and base. Okay, so basically in chemistry what is happening, suppose we are taking example water. Suppose for example water we have, when water is going to ionize or going to break down, it will break down into two ionic compound, that is one is H positive, that is cation, second OH negative, that is anion. So all those substances which carry these H positive, all those substances which release H positive are known as acid, and all those substances which release OH negative known as base, and the combination of this acid and base is known as salt. Okay, the combination of acid and base is known as salt. Okay, so we are going to study in detail about acid, base and salt. So we are going to study, let's give me some of the answer of some of the question that I am going to ask you right now. Number 1, which acid is present in lemon? This is your first question. Which acid is present in lemon? You need to answer me on my WhatsApp after watching this video. Okay, otherwise you can write down it in your notebook. Whenever you are sending the notes, you can send me. Okay, first question was which acid is present in the lemon? Okay, second, name any two substance that is bitter in taste. So one is I am telling you all the medicines, second you will tell me the answer. Okay, so what we will do, very simple. First part of the chapter is information about acid and base. Okay, and second part of chapter is information about salt. So we are going to divide this chapter from here. First part is about acid and base, second part is about salt. So let's understand first part, that is acid and base. So what things we will study? First we need to study about the definition of acid and base. So definition of acid and base, let me define. Acid word basically came from Latin word. The word meaning is is known as acidus. In Latin, the acid word is known as acidus, and it is also known as acer. So acer and acidus. The acid word came from acidus, which means sour. If Latin acidus means sour, it means that's why all those substance which is sour in taste, that is containing acid. Second, according to RNA's definition of acid is that all those compounds which break down, ionize and giving H positive ion, that is called acid, whereas base is what? All those substance which is bitter in taste, that is called base, and according to RNA's all those compounds which ionize and convert and give OH negative ion, that is called RNA's base. Okay, second we will do the classification. Some of the acids are strong acids, some of the acids are weak acid. So basically organic acid or natural acid are weak acid, inorganic acids are more stronger than natural acid. Okay, similar way bases also, some of these are organic base, weak base which we are getting in our household, whereas inorganic waste which we are getting in the chemistry lab. Third thing, after definition, after classification, then we will study about properties of acid, which is very important examination point of view. Property of acid and base, in which property of acid is physical property of base, chemical property of acid, chemical property of base, in which a reaction with metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate, and reaction with base, reaction of acid, okay, and reaction with metal oxide. This we will do in detail, and here we need to do some chemical reaction, and we need to see which end product, what is end product, okay. Then after that, fourth thing is that we need to study about the uses of these acid and uses of these base. Once we are going to be study about definition, classification, properties and uses, then we come to know what is the basic meaning of acid and base, okay. And we will study, after getting the information about acid and base, we will study how strong are acid or base solution. So the strength of acidic and basic solution we can calculate, we can find out with the help of indicator. First thing, any substance that is surrounded us, that is present in our surrounding, whether it contain acid or base, that thing we can come to know with the help of indicator. So there are basically three indicator: litmus paper, which we are getting from natural lichen, okay. So lichen is a mixture of algae and fungi, combination of algae and fungi, it is symbiotic, so that we are getting lichen from there. I will show the picture of lichen also to you, okay. pH paper, pH is it is a power of hydrogen ion, I can say. How many more the hydrogen ion any solution will release, that much acidic it is. So this pH indicator is giving us idea about the strength of acid and base basically, okay. So how to calculate a pH, that also we are going to learn. Natural indicator, some of the natural indicator, olfactory indicator we are going to study. After getting the information about pH or pH scale, we would like to study about the importance of pH in everyday life, how pH will help us, okay. So this is all about acid base. Some of the important topics related to acids are here. It means that acid present in organic substance, that also we study. Like as one question I ask you, which acid present in lemon, so you need to find out which acid present in orange, which acid present in apple. So when you are going to study this, then you are going to know the more information about acid. Second, some activities related to acid and base that we will perform. Then most important, difference between acid and base, and what is neutralization reaction and its example. So dear students, once again I am giving you a reminder. We are going to divide this chapter into two parts. First part is about acid and base. So all these topics were related to acid and base. Second part is salt. Once we finished acid and base, then we are going to study about the salt. There are so many questions which is coming in exam related to salt. So what is salt? Acid when react with base, it will form salt. So I am taking example. Suppose HCl is an acid and NaOH is a base, okay. And here it will react, H plus OH will react, Na and Cl will react. So we are getting NaCl plus H2O. So you can see NaCl is a salt. Which type of salt? It is a table salt. Are you eating salt daily? What you are putting in your food? When your mother is making vegetable or dal, pulses, you might seen the salt which is table salt, which is creating one of the very important ingredient just to add the taste of food. How would you feel like if excess amount of salt is added in vegetable? So you may feel the taste will spoil by excess of salt. If there is no salt, zero salt is there, then again food is spoiled. So there should be exact amount of salt, table salt. That salt formula is NaCl, okay. So what are the some common salt? That definition of salt we will study, and there are some common salt. Let's understand. We need to study about the chemical formula, chemical name, preparation, properties and uses of these common salt. The common salts are table salt, caustic soda, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, gypsum, blue beetle. Okay, there are Epsom salt also, but these are extra. Epsom salt is MgSO4 5H2O. Okay, these are some extra salt that we need to study. So once again, table salt formula is NaCl, caustic soda formula is NaOH, baking soda formula is NaHCO3, washing soda formula is Na2CO3 10H2O, bleaching powder formula is CaOCl2, whereas plaster of Paris is CaSO4 half H2O, gypsum is CaSO4 2H2O, blue vitriol is CuSO4 7H2, and Epsom salt is MgSO4 5H2O. So you can see where soda word is there, soda, there sodium is there, where lime is there, Ca is there. Okay, so this is all about. Once when you are going to study this chapter, this topic, this chapter is finished, then it is very important, it will come off 5 marks. Okay, so hope so you understood the basic introduction of this chapter, and now this basic introduction of chapter will help you to understand the topics which we are going to take in detail in future. Okay, so till my next video, take care, stay home, stay safe, and keep watching these videos and keep asking your doubts to me. Okay, so all the best, dear students. Hope so you will enjoy whatever I'm going to share with you. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. Once again, in the end, congratulations for the great result of matriculation. So thank you.